Hello, everybody. It's Mrs. Bloom here for your virtual art lesson. Today, we're going to review the elements of art. So there's 7 elements of art, and those are like the building blocks of all the art that we're going to make and all the artwork that you see. The first one is line, and that's what we're going to focus on today. There's shape, which is just flat shapes. Form, which is fat, not flat. So they're 3D shapes. Space, texture, it's what you feel. Value, color, and back to line, which is what we are going to use today. Lines show movement. So I want you to take a moment and think of what lines you see around you, what lines you can think of, and then you can also look in the picture too that I have on the screen. Take a moment to think. There are so many different types of lines. If you look here on the screen, check this out. There's horizontal, vertical, diagonal, zigzag, wavy, arched, spiral, loops, all different kinds. So take a mental picture.
Okay, here we are with our plain piece of paper. We're going to have it be vertical, not horizontal, unless you do want it to be horizontal. That is okay with me. But I want to have very deep water, mysterious deep water. We're going to start with our dark drawing tool. So I'm going to use a permanent marker. You can use crayon, marker, colored pencil, pencil. If you want to practice first with a pencil and eraser, that's fine too. We're going to start with some horizontal wavy lines. Remember, horizontal is side to side. So we'll go wavy line. And there can be different distances, like these are kind of the same, so I think I'll put one between here, one close, one far apart. And then at the top, where the boat is going to be, we're going to do a different kind of wavy line to show choppy waves. It's kind of a storm going on here. Okay. So we have our deep, deep water with choppy waves. Now at the tippy top, there is going to be a boat. Now draw the boat however you want. I'm just going to do a classic little sailboat here. That poor sailboat in the choppy water. Whew. Hopefully they have their life vests on. Here's the sail. If you want to draw a different kind of boat, you can. That is fine with me. Okay, next, the fun part. Within each section of the waves, you get to draw different kinds of lines. Now, thinking back to the different kinds of lines that I showed you earlier, pick one type of line to fill in each section. So I'm going to start the top with curved lines. My goal is to fill in the whole section of the waves. Now, instead of boring you with all of these lines, this would take a very long time for me to show you. I'm going to do a time-lapse version of this video, so it's going to be a super speed version. Feel free to pause the video when I'm done, and you can either do the same lines that I did or whatever lines you want. Okay, now that you've drawn all of your lines, it's time for us to add some color. There's lots of different ways for you to add color. You do whatever way you want. So I used permanent marker, and the fun thing about that is I can add water to it. Whoops, my paintbrush was not supposed to have color. There we go. I can add water to it and it doesn't smear. So I could either use my watercolors and color it blue and purple and green, or a fun trick is using washable markers. So it needs to be washable. You color in. And then when you add water, it kind of turns into your own watercolors. Another option, you can just use regular crayon to color in. It's fun to layer different colors, so I could do a layer of blue, maybe mix some green on top, because when you look at the ocean or any kind of water like the lake, there's all different kinds of colors. It's not just blue or one color. All right, you can do any combinations of colors that you want. I'm gonna do a mix and do maybe a row of marker with water, maybe some watercolor, maybe some crayon, and see what I like best. So again, I'll do the time lapse so I don't bore you here with all my coloring, and I'll meet you back here. And here's my finished product. I might go over and do another layer of color, like right here is still drying, but I did a different medium on each level, so different drawing tool on each level. Here is 2 layers of crayon. This was washable marker with water. This was just plain watercolor. Plain marker, crayon, just 1 layer. And then my personal favorite, I did a layer of crayon and a layer of watercolor on top. So have fun, play with some of your supplies at home and see what you like best. And I would love to see your artwork. Please watch the video that I'm posted on your Schoology classroom to learn how to upload your artwork. I look forward to seeing it.